You've probably heard that time blocking is the best thing for motivation and productivity. Billionaires use it, so we want to use it too. And then you try it and you feel so overwhelmed and so frustrated because it is hard to plan and to honor a schedule. I hear you, and I've been there. I tried it for the longest time and it didn't work, and I thought this was not for me. But I found some hacks that really helps planning, scheduling, and time blocking in an efficient way that you're excited to stick to. Here are the 3 hacks that can make time blocking work for you. So my number 1 hack is to actually plan your time intentionally. So having a process that you follow regularly and make a routine out of it, where you reflect on your week and what worked and what didn't, and then plan for the upcoming week with intention. So knowing where to put your creative tasks, knowing where to put the tasks that don't require that much thinking, and really make a plan that is aligned with your energy level during the day or during the week, and then also the other things that you have around in your schedule, and make sure that when you plan the tasks really makes sense to you. One example that I use often is if you're planning on meal prepping on Friday, you need to plan intentionally for your grocery shopping earlier in the week, because then when comes Friday, you have everything already done to set yourself up for success for your meal planning session. So by having a clear vision on all your tasks that you have to do during your week and planning intentionally from Monday to Friday really helps sticking to the task that you plan for. And that brings us to number 2, which is reverse time blocking. So instead of planning your work tasks first and then try to fit everything else around it, we want to put our non-negotiable first in our calendar, meaning your personal time, like your workouts, picking up the kids from school, your groceries, because that's non-negotiable. You have to have food in your fridge, things like your calls and your appointments. All of this goes first in your calendar, and then you can add the tasks that are your work or your personal things that are like secondary. So first in your calendar goes your non-negotiable, and then you fill with the rest. Number 3 is having buffer times, and you can decide on having that every day. So at the end of the day, you leave 30 or 40 minutes of buffer time, or at the end of the week, have a full day or a half day of buffer, because we know that life is going to happen. The expecting is going to show up. That's 100% sure. So if you're time blocking your entire week and your entire week is already full of stuff, then you have no time for the unexpected, the surprises, and the things that are going to come up and are either going to be super urgent, need to be dealt with now, or things that you want to do. And so you're going to have to decide on removing some of your stuff, and then you'll feel disappointed because you haven't done all the things that you said you would do. So by creating buffer time for yourself in advance, intentionally during your week, you're giving yourself some room. And if your week is perfect and nothing unexpected happens, let me know if that happens, because it never happens to me. You can use your buffer time to do more of what was on your list. But if you have surprises, then you know that you have time built in for that is not gonna throw off your plan out of the window. And I have a bonus tip for you. You can use a tool called Pomodoro timers. I use one on my browser and it's just super easy. It's just one screen with one timer. The one that I use, and I'll link it below, is the one that you can list the tasks that you're going to work on for the specific time that you set. And it doesn't have to be like 25 minutes focus work and 5 minutes a break. You can change that time too. And so you can list the task that you're going to work on and you can complete it as you go. And then you remove the overwhelm of what am I working on right now? Because you can just look at the screen and see right away what you were supposed to work on and how much time there is left for you to do that within the time frame that you set yourself. This really helps stay focused on a task that you have to accomplish in a short time frame. And for the longer tasks that you have, like taxes, for example, you can set up shorter amount of time and you are removing the overwhelm of this is such a big task, I'm making a big deal out of it, and not wanting to do it because you know that you're going to work on that for 25 minutes and then you can take a break for 5 minutes, go grab a drink, a snack, get outside, get some fresh air, and then you can come back and focus on either the same task or something else, but you gave yourself a little breathing room. So Pomodoro timers are very good when you're starting to schedule your time and you want to time block, because it really helps staying in this time frame and being focused on getting tasks out of the list. If you found that helpful and you now feel more hopeful in time blocking, I also have a free community that you can join where we share tips like this, and you can get resources on helping you get more productive and create a calendar that really works for you and starting to track your tasks and schedule your time in a very efficient way.